Hello, Transformers fans! Adam here with Studio Series Constructicon number 4, Hook. Let's get into it, and I'll skip his box. I already covered that with my long haul video. So, let's grab Hook here. His accessory is his blaster, and that is it. Yep, a box this big, and this is all they gave him. And I gotta say, Hasbro, this feels pretty cheap. I mean, you're charging $90 for essentially 2 Voyager-class figures, and this is all you include for him? Come on now. You gave Long Haul that trailer for Devastators parts, but you could have included something extra for Hook? I mean, just that old school green laser that would clip into G1 Devastator's head. Again, something extra that would help justify this price. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, let's put that blaster away and focus on Hook himself. So, and check him out. Let's do a 360. So, as far as being cartoon accurate goes, well, Hook here definitely has some compromise in him. Here's what I mean. These things on top of his shoulders, they're too bulky and they're coming up too high, and his very small Decepticon symbol should be bigger than that for sure, and should also be in the middle of his chest. And the middle of his chest should also have more color to it, but that is something that they had to sacrifice, unfortunately, to give him this clip that comes out when he forms Devastator. And then his leg. If they really want cartoon accuracy, then this cap here, it should be on the front of his leg, not the back, just like it is on the box. It might look awkward, yes, but that's how he looked on the show, and I love show accuracy. Yeah, pretty much the only things that they really got right with him are his arms and his face. They did a good job with that, especially with that red visor. And for articulation, you can turn his head, but not 360 with these things getting in your way. You can raise these up, but this is very awkward looking, and even with this, turning his head all the way, well, as you can see, it's a bit of a hassle. Come on, Hook, you can do this. Almost, just about. There we go. Yeah, not worth it. But his arms, you can turn them, but not 360. Again, these things and also his truck parts get in your way. But you can raise them up all the way. Check that out. And bend his elbow, twist his elbow. Nothing with the hands or waist, they're set in place. But furniture motion with his legs. Bend his knee, twist his thigh, and bend his ankle. Alright, drop these things back down because again, this looks awkward as hell. I swear, Devastator had better be worth it because these Studio Series Constructicons have way too much sacrifice for their individual bot modes. And now, let's go ahead and transform him. Start by raising these panels, and do not tuck his hand in, even though we can. We don't do that for this part. But straighten out his elbow and tab that in place. Raise up his arm with this double hinge, drop it down, and tab it into his side, and same thing with the other arm. Tab his elbow in place, raise up his arm, and tab it into his side. And now, untab the back of the truck here, bring this whole piece around, drop it down and tab it in place, lower these panels down. Now his bottom half. Tab his legs together, raise up his feet and shin panels, tab the feet under the shin panels, so 1 and 2, bring them up, and tab them into his forearms, just like this. Now, get this crane out of our way temporarily. And the last step, the front of the truck here, it's on a double hinge, so just bring it around and drop it down. Bring this crane around, and there he is in his alt mode as a crane truck. And I am definitely liking his alt mode much more than his bot mode. That Decepticon symbol could be a little bit bigger, and there is a compromise on the back with this gap. Plus, Devastator's head in the middle is kind of obvious, but not quite as obvious as Superion's was on Silverbolt. But overall, this alt mode is very cartoon accurate. And check it out. He rose quite nicely. I do wish his wheels were rubber and not plastic, but that is what it is. And for articulation, you can raise and lower the crane, and extend it out, and swing the hook back and forth, so he can do his construction, or in his case, destruction. Now, this would be where I transform him back to a bot, but instead, let's go ahead and flip Hook here into Devastator's chest and head. To do that, first, untap his forearms and drop them down, just like this. And now for this part, we go ahead and tuck in his hands. So 1 and 2. Bring down his feet, bring out this clip from his chest. This piece right here, push it forward all the way, just like that. Tuck up that hook, and then get this crane out of your way temporarily. Now Devastator's head here, go ahead and untab it, raise it up, and then we have a couple of double hinges in there. Extend them out all the way, just like this. And then bring all this around and tap it together right here. Okay. Make sure this stays nice and secure. Alright. Now, Devastator's head. It's on a double hinge, so get it nice and straight. And then drop it down and tap it into place. Just like that. Now turn it around. Untap his forehead. Bring his face out all the way. And then drop the forehead down and tap that back into place. Hello, handsome. Alright, now bring the feet back up. Just like that. Make sure that forearm stays nice and secure. This one we go ahead and bring back up and tap into place. And then this clip right here, bring that out. There we go. Bring that crane down. Turn them around. And then lift up the cab here. Bring this clip out. Bring the cab back down. Okay. Make sure everything is nice and secure. And there he is, as Devastator's chest and head. And since it was a 2-pack, let's go ahead and get Long Haul back out here and complete this process. So, okay, we have Long Haul and Hook out here in their combined modes. And to connect these two, it takes not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 different connecting points. I will spare you watching me fiddle and getting all that connected, and just skip to the end. So, okay, they are now attached, and be glad I spared you watching that, because it was quite the process, let me tell you. But now for the last step, his chest plate. First connect these parts, so 1, and 2, and to attach it, the tabs in his chest will go right into the slot, and these clips will go right into the front of Long Haul. So, first the tabs, okay, and then clip it in. There we go. There is our first look at Studio Series Devastator, minus his limbs. 4 Constructicons down, 2 to go, until we can properly farm our boy here. So that will wrap up this video. Join me for my next one. Until then, good night, Transformers fans.